why are all these scientists going missing or dying? What's going on here?
The government's killing them. That's what I believe from my heart, from researching this story, from following this for a long time, from being deeply interested into this stuff. We can imagine that if you're into a government secret program, that they tell you, hey, this is a life or death thing. You can't spill these secrets. These are national security secrets. These are some of the United States' most deeply coveted secrets, and you can't let these out. And so if you look at the guys that have died over like the last 20 years, they're like intelligence officials that started to be loose ends. Like one guy was becoming a little bit of an alcoholic. What do alcoholics do? They sit at the bar, they talk to their buddy, they tell them about their work, they tell them about the aliens they fucked with and the spaceship and shit like that. Boom, that guy goes out. Then you had the general that everybody's talking about. His wife is also like a government chemist or something. She makes an ice cold 911 call. Like she barely even cares. Like she almost understands what's happening, or maybe called him into the higher ups. And he was having mental breaks. He was having moments of fogginess, different stuff. I'm not sure if it was something that was being done to him or if he was just aging, but I think he also became a bit of a loose cannon and the government came for him. And then there's also the girl who we were talking about. She was starting to do podcasts and spill the secrets, and then she disappeared. So to me, there's a theory out there that they're collecting all of these. There's two theories right now, right? One theory is that another government is either killing our scientists like Iran to get back at us for killing their scientists, or it's like China or something, and they're abducting our scientists to get the secrets, right? That's one of the theories. The other theory is that our government is grabbing these guys because they need them to put together a defense for either what's going to happen, the cataclysm that's coming our way, or to just get ready for disclosure or to help them on like this secret program, right? I think both of those are bullshit. I think if you look at these people, they're older people, they're loose cannons, they're not the people at the peak of their industries, but they're people with insider information. And I think the government felt they were loose cannons, and I think the government killed them. I think that the government knows that disclosure is coming, but the last thing these defense contractors want is disclosure because they've been using this technology to make billions. And the people that gate guard it, they feel like they're smarter than everybody else. They don't want this stuff disclosed. And I feel like they're going around right now before disclosure finally hits and killing up all the loose ends, because the people that are dying now would be the first people that would be on the talk shows telling all the secrets. And they don't want any part of that. So they're icing these people before disclosure comes to shut them the fuck up. And they probably feel like the reason we have to have disclosure is because these people ran their mouth. And so they're double fucking pissed at them. So I think if you're telling me a scientist in our, if a little tiny person gets murdered in our, an insignificant human, we investigate it to the hilt. We're a very, litigious legal country in that fashion. So you're telling me top scientists are dying all over and they're not being investigated? Just now, the other day, like 2 days ago, the FBI says, hey, we're going to take this as a national security threat. I don't believe that. They didn't care because they know it's our government killing these people, and they're only putting together a sham investigation now because everyone's writing articles left and right like, where the fuck are our top scientists?